Welcome to AlexGs Aquarium, everybody. Today I want to give an update on my aquarium system, let everybody know how it's going. And yes, I am going to be tearing my aquarium system down that's behind me. This is something that I knew was going to eventually happen. I didn't think it was going to happen at this time. But as life has shown me many times, I'm sure many of you out there on the other side of the camera, is that life really does throw some curveballs at you. My wife and I have decided to purchase a brand new home, and it's a new construction house. This is something that kind of came out of the blue. It wasn't something that was really expected, I guess. We knew we were going to look for a new house, but we didn't think this would happen so quickly. But we're going to have to sell the house I'm in, so I have to tear this aquarium system down. I'm not leaving the hobby. I'm not going to stop making videos forever, but I am going to obviously have some things happening here. Now, as far as this aquarium system goes, I'm going to take it and minimize it down to a small DIY tank that I'm going to build. I'm going to probably try and make a video about that DIY tank. I'm not sure when I'll get that video out, but it's a pretty simple design. It's designed to be temporary. Because it's a new house that we're building, we're going to have to move twice. I'm going to have to move to a temporary living situation and then to our final home. So I need to have something that's rather portable and not very large. When I initially thought about moving, I thought, I could probably build something of a similar temporary scale to this and then, move it all at once. But that's just not realistic, and even in the best of circumstances would be incredibly difficult. So I'm going to keep a few fish. I'm not going to tell anyone what I'm keeping yet, and then I'm going to keep many of my corals in small frags, or I might keep some of the smaller colonies of things. The rest I'm going to be working with my local fish store, and also I'll be contacting several of my friends in the local area, see if they can keep some frags for me safe, have backups, as everyone likes to call them, to where they can grow them out, they can keep them, just give me back a frag of a few things later on. I don't have too many things that you can't get aquacultured, so I'm not too bent up or torn up about it. Some of the fish I'll have a little bit of a difficult time, but there are some that I decided I want to keep. And I'll have plenty of room in a temporary tank when my new home is being built. And I'm sure a lot of folks are just going, wow, after all this work. I've spent 5 years from the time that I thought of the idea of this aquarium system to actually building it out and getting it running to the state it's at today, which is roughly about 3 years of having livestock in it. And I gotta say, I've learned so much. I've had some lessons learned. I've learned how to conquer many things. And a lot of it has to do with, too, is talking to you out there, the community, on the other side of this camera. I'd love to get out there and share content when I can. I know I haven't been on any of Reef Girl's live streams lately, but I gotta say, I'll try to get onto a couple. Things have obviously been pretty hectic as I've been trying to get my home ready for sale. And it's not an easy decision to take this all down, but I knew it would one day come. But I gotta say, there's so many bright spots that come out of this hobby for me and sharing these aquariums, and there will be more aquariums in the future. I'm not gonna share what the plans are, but I will be building new aquariums at my new home. Not sure on timetables yet or anything, because there's a lot that has to happen between now and then. One of the other bright spots I could really say about this is that being able to offer people help, show them how to build things, especially the DIY stuff, or just getting advice from my experiences, really does mean a lot. But one of those bright spots I really want to talk about, I hope I get the name right. I'm not great with pronunciations always, but a gentleman by the name of Oscar Servino reached out to me from Argentina. He wanted to learn more about the venturis I had on my DIY protein skimmer, He'd actually purchased a used skimmer but didn't have really good venturis or pumps set up for it and wanted to do something with DIY. And he had some 3D printed needle wheel impellers made up, which I thought looked really good, but he wanted to ask me about how to build the Venturi that I did, so I gave him a little drawing and schematics, and I hoped that it would help him out. And I'm so happy to say, he sent me back some pictures and even some little videos of the skimmer that are showing this Venturi in operation, and it couldn't make me happier, put a bigger smile on my face to see that some of what I'm doing is helping this community. We all need to stick together in this hobby. It's incredibly important. It's not about who has bigger tanks or nicer corals. It's a hobby that's intended to give us some joy outside of our personal lives. And while many people make it into a business, I try to keep this on the personal joy side of things. I know it's got to be a little difficult to tear these aquariums down after so many years, but I promise everybody out there, I will be back with more videos of new tanks as I start to rebuild my new system at my new house. I will try to have some videos out there of my temporary aquariums once they're ready. I want to end this video a little differently today by just providing footage of the aquariums as they sit today. At their prime, their peak. I have not removed anything or sold anything out of them yet, but I soon will be. I wanted to share this one last time with everyone and also for myself as a record. So the rest of the video from here on out is just going to be the tanks with some music behind them. As always, if you have comments or questions, please leave them down below in the comment section, and I will see you on the next video.